in the Security Council today, we demand 5 immediate actions, very actionable and very precise. Firstly, the unconditional withdrawal of Rwandan troops from sovereign Congolese territory. There is no path to sustainable, peaceful resolution without this crucial step. Secondly, it is imperative that the Council introduces sanctions targeting the command structure of the Rwandan Defense Forces to undermine its ability to wage war against the DRC and its people. Thirdly, the introduction of an embargo on Rwanda's illicit exploitation and exportation of mineral resources in the DRC will stem the financing of this aggression. As a reminder, the United Nations Group of Experts report, the last one, indicated that over 150 tons were illegally mined on a monthly basis and exported by Rwanda under the label of Rwandan minerals. Thank you. Fourthly, we are calling for the suspension of Rwanda as a contributor of troops to UN peacekeeping missions. We need to end the double standard, where Rwanda is able to contribute to UN peacekeeping forces while its troops kill members of the MONUSCO mission and the SADC mission. In less than 4 days, over 14 peacekeepers were killed, and this in absolute impunity. Finally, there must be total transparency in arms transfers to Rwanda in order to stem its ability to stoke further violence. This aggression is not only a threat to the DRC, but also to the entire region and the principles enshrined in the UN Charter. It is time for the United Nations Security Council to act decisively and send a clear message that Rwanda's aggression and impunity will not be tolerated. As I said to the Council, the rules of multilateralism apply to us all. There is no Rwandan exceptionalism. Thank you.
Yes. Minister Stefano Vaccara, La Voce New York, Ital Press. We heard what the Security Council, they did a lot of speeches about which of the P5, which one is not doing and didn't satisfy you or what you expected, and why the Security Council is still not doing what you expected the Security Council to do.
I think we took note of the statements made by all the members of the Council, P5 and non-permanent members. We also know that there are these public statements, but right now the Council is also meeting behind closed doors. And so what counts for us, most importantly, is the outcome of those deliberations. It is important, of course, to hear permanent members and non-permanent members be very explicit. We noted a change in tone in some of the speeches that we heard today compared to 2 days ago. We welcome it. Of course, we deplore the fact that it had to come to at the cost of more human lives. And what we are focusing on right now is the result of the deliberations of the Council.
Just a quick follow-up is for the public that listen to you. Can you tell us what, for example, what member improved in the speech? Can you do some specific here?
I don't have a full...
Who is making things slowly? We should hurry up.
Well, I think watching the deliberations once more should be indicative enough. I think the reports that we have from the ground, the very compelling brief that was given by the DSRG, Vivian van der Perre, gave us a good impression of the realities everyone is facing. And so I would rather invite those with this very specific curiosity to themselves analyze what the different members of the Council said. And I think this is also the important thing, the fact that everything is documented and history will be able to hold everyone accountable for their words or their silence. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Foreign Minister. Lenka White from Russian RIA Novosti. If I can ask, please, have you tried to get in touch here or outside with the United States or Russia for additional help with the situation? Thank you.
We have strong bilateral ties with nearly all members of the Security Council. When it comes to the permanent members, we have direct contacts and we have diplomatic representations in all of them. So I can reassure you that interactions have always happened, that we have always relayed our messages, and that we have always advocated for a strong stance of these countries that we all consider partners in the United Nations Security Council. So we engage with all stakeholders. Of course, we engage with the UN permanent, the permanent members of the Security Council with a more robust stance, because they do have a privileged position of being permanent members of the Council, and that comes with specific responsibilities. And we do engage robustly with them to remind them of that. And we do it with all of them.